What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Go for the woman that you want. And yeah, it might seem very basic and might seem like common sense, but you know, common sense ain't common out this joint, right? Common sense is not that common in everything. Yeah. Got to the gym and everything. It ain't open, but we got snow out this joint. I see somebody coming there. I might have to go later. See one of their workers coming in with the key and stuff. I guess he gonna open up and shit. I'll go later. Whatever. Let me drive around, give y'all message for the day, right? Y'all message for the day. And that message is, go for the woman you want. And it was actually at the gym, I thought about it, right? Because I was at the gym the other day, and I saw this big, shapely woman. She was big, but she was shapely. You know, had that upside down heart booty. Good Lord. But I said, you know what? There's some Bammers out there couldn't see her attractiveness. Because one of the problems I see out here, you get a lot of men, they want to like get a woman. Well, yeah, motherfucker, I know it's Ice Possible Drive with K. It's also wetness. Yeah, okay. Anyway, right? Yeah, that was something that came on my dashboard. Anyway, check it out. You get some dudes out there, you know, they ain't worried about what they like. They worried about what somebody else like. Or, you know, they don't want to get a particular woman who they might vibe with. They worried about another woman. Shoot, even some of these Bammers out there want to get supermodel of the world, even though they some regular ass motherfuckers and shit. They worried about appealing to somebody else. I'm going to tell you something now. You like what you like. Because I thought about that a couple days ago when I saw that big old girl with that upside down heart. Now, she was big, but she was shapely, though. I was like, because I thought about something years ago. I was checking out this woman, and this one dude said, why would you like her and everything? She big. Yeah, man. And she had big breastises and big old fat ass and big thighs. She was a thick one. But she had probably one of the flattest stomachs I ever seen on any woman. And in fact, I knew this other young lady, they used to call her Earth Angel. She was about 5'10", 200 pounds. Flat ass stomach. You know? But you know what? At the end of the day, you got to go where you want to go. And that's an important lesson. Somebody might think it's common, but no, it ain't. Because you hear some guys, and they might be worried about a woman, you know, not looking like what everybody else like, even though they feeling her and stuff. And in fact, it might even be a woman that it might not have been what they considered to be their standards, but they just click with that woman and they feeling something. And then, you know, they get with that boner test. Because remember, I said one of my buddies in a circle, he said it best. He said he don't even go by that 1 to 10 thing. You know, he just go by, it's a woman is a 1 if he wants to get with her, a 0 if he don't. And really, that's what all men need to do, because every man got to go what he likes. Forget everybody else. He ain't getting paid. You know, you think you impressing somebody else. Really, you not. Really, you not. Anyway. Because you got to be selfish when it comes to that. You got to go for the women you like, because that's always been the case. You know, I remember I was working on one of my 1,000 jobs, right? That 10,000, like Cousin T-Taw, you know, he had to try to beat me out, shout him out real quick. He said, he'll say 10,000. I'll just stick with 1,000. But on one of my 1,000 jobs, I never forget me and this other dude We thought this woman was like, we thought she was fine as shit. I mean, we were like, damn, she bad. And she was a sexy motherfucker to us. But this other dude was like, what y'all looking at? But you know what? It don't matter. It don't matter. Now, like I said, it would seem to be common sense, but see, a lot of guys, they worried about what somebody else would think. You got a lot of guys being single, they worried about what some other man wants or what some other man is shit. I'm gonna tell you something now. Who gives a fuck about what somebody, unless you get, well, think about it like this. Are you getting paid to be with that woman? And you might think you're impressing somebody else, but they might say whatever. But then they'll say some shit like, I don't know what she's seeing him, if they want her. And in fact, a lot of times, if they want her or something, as soon as your back is turned or something, they trying to holler at her on the low. In fact, I thought about this one young lady who I was actually living with her. Right? And she told me this dude was calling her up and shit when I wasn't around, when I wasn't home and shit. I was like, okay. And I called him up. He's like, and he was supposed to be cool with me. I called his ass up and he was like, hey, Rom. And I was like, dude, don't call him no more. And he understood. He ain't even argue. He already knew what he was doing and shit. So even then, you can't really go by anybody else. If somebody else say, well, I wouldn't date her and anything, man, half the time they lying. And even if they tell them the truth, you got to be like, this is what you like. Because just like every woman got different tastes, you got different tastes. Like, shit, I don't even know if this guy still watched, but I remember this dude said he liked those muscular women and shit. Like, those ones be looking like some dudes. He be going crazy over them. I wasn't feeling it. But I was like, okay. Because that's what he liked. Now, that I didn't like it was irrelevant. It's what he liked. See, you got to think about that. When you out here, let me slow down. Speed trap, notorious speed trap. Alright. Ain't nobody there and stuff. Got my other one coming up in about a few minutes. But when you out here, you got to think. You got to be selfish. It's about what you like. If you got a woman and she good with you and everybody else don't like her, hey, well, shit, that makes shit easier for you. Because then you don't have to worry about somebody hollering at her. Or if you get in that situation where you just try and get with a woman just because other dudes are feeling her, other dudes checking her out, you know, you could get several things. Not only that some other dudes trying to get with her, but that woman might not be good for you in the long run. You gotta say good for you. Good for you. It don't matter. Shoot. I can think one of the sexiest women I dealt with, shoot, she had a little bit of acne on her face. And I still will call her the sexiest. And shit. Because me, I ain't gonna lie, I go for sexy more than I go for just pure looks. And shit, I be going with the boner test. I don't give a fuck. You know? Because you don't worry about it. Because you worry about what you like. Now, this ain't saying don't go for a beautiful woman or something. But beautiful to you. Beautiful to you. Don't worry about everybody else. Don't worry about it. You know, don't worry about what somebody else will say. Don't worry about what they'll do. You going for the woman that you like. You ain't worried about everybody else. Funk them. Let me say that again. Funk them. Because you living your life. See, one thing, any man, you gotta be selfish. And, you know, let me throw some sovereign man thing in there. You going for what fits into your world. And different dudes just like different women. Fuck that shit. Everybody don't like some like women who like built like guys. And I'll tell you something about me. I've been cool with women. Some women, they ain't got, as much as I like the butt dunk, I dealt with some women didn't have any of that. Right? I've dealt with some women who didn't, had those thick thighs to save lives, but then I had them, that shit was just the other range. That shit was just on the other side. And I was good with it because it was my world, it was my motherfucking dick. See, if you worried about somebody else's shit or whatever, don't worry about it. Because you the one got to live with it. You gotta be selfish as shit. You gotta deal with what you want to deal with. Like I said, it would seem to be common sense, but let's be real. A lot of dudes, like you got a lot of dudes out here, they on some incel shit. Let's just be real. They on some incel shit, ain't getting a woman. And there's myriad reasons for it, but one of the reasons, especially connected with what I'm talking about today, is they just, they ain't supermodel of the world. They ain't impressing other people. And I ain't really getting into it, but you ain't getting paid. You ain't getting paid for it. You getting paid for that shit? You getting paid to be with them? You getting some money? Everybody else, look, seriously, think about it like that. You getting money to be with that woman? What you getting to be with that woman? Or if you like a celebrity and shit. Like now, celebrities, you always got to take that with a grain of salt. I don't care who it is. There's a lot of business in there. There's a lot of beards in there. Even with some of these pro football players, I ain't calling any names, hooking up with some women, seemingly. There's business in that. But you ain't no pro ball player or anything. You're just a guy out here just trying to do your thing. You worry about yourself. And if, like I said, you don't worry about, first of all, let me break it down. Let me go back into it. Because I mentioned about, some other man might talk some shit, but then hitting on the side, right? No matter who you deal with, somebody else ain't going to like it. But then I have seen so many cases, even experienced some cases. Somebody will talk some shit, but then hit on them on the side. I've known some men try to, like I said, I gave the example of a dude trying to hit on my girl. He ain't talking shit about it in all fairness, though. But, you get that. You get some women, they'll say, oh, what he doing with her and all of that. And then knowing they want the guy, they'll be wanting you. That shit happened. There was one woman I was with, and they had a couple guys and shit. No, a couple women. There's some guys hit on her though, but there were a couple women like, oh, you with her, or why you with her and stuff. And both these women made it clear they wanted to suck my motherfucking dick. It's just like, you don't give a fuck. All you care about, you be selfish as shit. You just say, well, nah, this is what I want. This is what I like. You don't give a fuck about nobody. Cause I thought about that heart-shaped booty woman. Like that shit was an upside down heart. You imagine that shit? Small waist, big old booty. I was like, God damn. But I said, if I be out with her, there'd be some dudes saying some shit, man. And I'm like, who gives a fuck? This dude been doing his arms in back there, motherfucker. You see some cars coming in back here, motherfucker. What the fuck I'm supposed to do? Just jump up? Shit. Motherfuckers be stupid as shit on some dumb shit, man. Dumbass motherfucker shit. Get out the car. Well, nah, I'll let him go. But anyway, right? Anyway. Nah, there's always somebody you go for shit. Or you worry about who you can deal with and who your dick get hard. Or who your dick get hard for, rather. That's a proper way of saying it. Shit, deal with the women who want to fuck you. Shit. You know. Whatever. Because everybody ain't robots out here. Everybody likes something different. You know? Like, stay in your lane. That might be your lane and shit. Like, you got some dudes, they want that supermodel and all that shit. I'm like, for what? That might not be your lane. Women in your lane might be, shoot. She might be that woman. She ain't winning no supermodel contest or anything like that. But she's in cooperation with your operation. She down for you. She'll make you a sandwich. She'll make you a motherfucking sandwich. She'll deal with you. Like I said, probably one of the sexiest women I dealt with, man. She had adult acne. She had adult acne. And thing was, I wasn't the only dudes, man. But, oh my goodness. This is one of the few women I would say, hey, if I had a chance to get with her now, I'd get with her. I ain't give a fuck about what anybody else say. Had a brother screaming, had a brother yelling. I'm like, gaka, 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 gaka. And that's how you gotta have that attitude. You don't worry about everybody else. Don't worry about it. Whatever you like, you like. And as a man, you know, on my Saturdays, you know, so those who watch my Saturday videos, I talk about being a sovereign man. Part of being sovereign is just going for who you want to go with. Go for who you want to deal with. Funk the rest. Seriously, funk the rest. Don't worry about everybody else. Worry about how you want to live. Because ultimately, you're talking about your personal happiness. Don't worry about impressing other people. You know? Seriously. You know, that's why I talk about, that's one thing with being sovereign. Let me throw some sovereign man stuff in here. A sovereign man cannot worry about dealing with other people. In fact, you know what? I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that on my sovereign man video stuff coming up in a couple of weeks. Because, you know, I do my stuff early. So my sovereign man crew, y'all be looking for that. Because you can't worry about that shit. Because you start worrying about other people's shit and what they want, all of a sudden they got control over you and stuff. And it's like, is that what you want? Seriously. I want y'all to think about that. Is that what you want? You want people to decide who you want, who you good with and everything? Or you want to decide who you good with? You want to decide. You want to, this your life and stuff. And different men, you know, different men just gonna like different things. Everybody don't want no like little like woman who look like she hadn't reached puberty yet. Dudes like different things. Some dudes like some dudes like that. I have a very good friend and stuff, like an A cup, real tiny and everything. She a good person. Some dudes be going crazy. Some dudes will go crazy over, but then you get some women, they get that big old sitting on, what I used to call it, sitting on 40-inch hips. Sitting on a 40. I used to call it. It'd be sitting on a 40 and stuff. And still have a snatched waist and everything. But some dudes like that. Shit, I know some dudes like BBWs. They be like, shit, they be liking that. Everybody likes something different. Don't apologize for what you like. Go for what you like. And if somebody don't like it, well, like I said, you don't know if they got something. Right? And if they really don't like it, well, shoot, that's one. If they truly don't like it, that's one less person you gotta worry about dealing with. Because they ain't going for what you like. Because everybody got something. And that's why you got every woman. Yeah, I remember this woman, I ain't gonna lie, man. She was kind of like Jabba the Hutt. Had that big old stomach and everything. I never forget what she told me. She was like, yeah, Ron, you know, I can always get some. And she always got some. I remember this one woman I lived in a building with, man. She was just big. She was just big and fat. And I saw this Tyrone dude coming out of her place one time. And shit. He's like, whatever. I was like, go ahead, dude. You got it. Oh, man. But yeah. That's how you gotta be. You just gotta have that attitude. Get what you want. Get what you want to do and all of that. Okay. Cold as fuck out this motherfucker dude driving with his window down. White folks. Anyway. Go ahead and get something. Still got a beautiful cold. Let it ride out. Go ahead and get what I gotta get my food and everything. So anyway, y'all know how that shit go. Whatever you wanna do, fuck everybody else. I say that shit like we say in DC. Fuck everybody else. Anyway, y'all, get back with y'all. Talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.